Set and ready to go for our second first-round contest on this Wednesday afternoon in Great Bend, Kansas. Overcast skies, cool temperatures. The action starting to heat up as we move into the second first-round game here on field number 3. It features number 3 seed Friends against number 6 seed Oklahoma Wesleyan. 2 more really good starting pitchers, 2 more really good lineups, and we're expecting at least 1 more really good game. And we mentioned Reagan Rector has historically been a great run producer for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Well, here's her counterpart, Becca Dunn, who has been a tremendous run producer this season for Friends. And she's got a lot of running mates who help this team score a lot of runs, but Dunn is often at the scene of the crime for the Falcons here in 2024. Slugging, left-handed hitting first baseman, exactly what Oakwu has. Late time is called. Home plate umpire gives a thumbs up, I'm assuming, towards our starting pitcher, Maddie Weiss. Here's the pitch. Cranked by Dunn up the right field line. Fair ball just inside the line, and it bounces now in the corner. Scoring easily is Dallimore. Here comes Mora. The throw goes to third base, and Friends strikes first. A 2-run double by Becca Dunn, and Friends off to an early 2-0 lead. That looked a little bit outside. Home plate umpire felt the same way. Full count now on Segala. Here it comes from Weiss. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Weiss buckles down and gets the final out of the first inning. But double by Dallimore, walk by Mora, and then a 2-run 2-bagger by Becca Dunn, and that has staked the Falcons to a 2-0 lead. Friends off to a 2-0 lead. Trying to face off with number 2 seed Ottawa in what would certainly be an intriguing matchup if Friends is able to get to that point. Weiss fires in strike 1 on Carolyn Dallimore, who doubled and scored as part of that 2-run frame in the first inning. Not seen much offense since. Dallimore cranks this one up the left field line. That's fair by a couple of feet. And Dallimore will hustle on around first. Late break. The throw is in, but not in time from Carly Billings. So a double to right and now a double to left for Dallimore to start things off. And this is prime Carolyn Dallimore here in the postseason in 2024. So again, we thought Montoya might come into this spot out of the flex spot, but instead they just took Dunn out, put Spracklin in defensively, and then have just pinch hits in this spot with Moreno. That's a rolling drag bunt. Weiss will go to first for the out. Sliding home safely is Dallimore. And Friends pulls it off perfectly. Moreno drives in the run off the bench. 1-3 on the putouts. Dallimore scores. It's 3-0 Friends. In on the hands, fly ball by Spracklin, well hit out towards left, and looking up on it is Billings, and it lands at the base of the fence. Late break by Spracklin in a bit of an awkward slide. Not even half a slide, but Spracklin is safe and will hit a bit of a pose over there at second. All's well that ends well for Spracklin. That is the 4th double hit by Friends off of Weiss over these front 3 innings. Weiss's pitch outside. And Weiss jumped onto the scene. We mentioned some of those Falcons players that merged Spracklin and Mora to name 2 seasons ago. Weiss did the same thing as a true freshman. Stole a lot of innings and is now still one of this team's top pitchers. Fly ball hit by Wirtz over the glove of Billings and down to the left field fence. 2 runs are in, and Wirtz is now safe at second base. Just over the glove of Carly Billings. Might have caught a piece of it on its way out. 2 runs are in off the bat of Riley Wirtz. It's 5-0 Friends, and Maddie Weiss's day is done. A stunning development here. Weiss is done in the 3rd inning, and Oklahoma Wesleyan will send in their other top pitcher, Sage Smith, to try to salvage something here in their first game of the postseason. The 9th spot has changed for Oakwu. We will discuss that if we get to that in this inning. Curveball popped up behind the circle, and it is dropped by Wirtz as she tries to go out to it. The lead runner will take off for home, and she's safe. That's Rector. Popped by Wirtz. The infield should have called her off, but Wirtz tried to make the play herself. It went off of her glove and fell behind her. So Weiss is safe. Rector scores, and Oklahoma Wesleyan is on the board. It's now 5-1. First base is open. Ty North is due next with 1 away. The pitch from Wirtz, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that exuberance that we've come to expect from Wirtz rears its head again. Second time she's punched out with them. Second out of the 4th inning. And Friends 1 out away from dodging some serious damage. Ty North stands in. First pitch swinging. Fly ball up the right field line, well out of play. North lined out to right her first time up. A young center fielder with a big spot here for Oklahoma Wesleyan. North has only started half the year, 24 starts in 49 games in the regular season. And on the hands, again up the first base line, strike two. And North has one of the lowest averages on this team. 238, only 15 hits all season for North. And some conversations anchored by Fallon Marshall at short for friends. Here's a two-strike pitch. Called strike three on the outside edge. Umpire thought about it for a second, gave the call, looked pretty good. And back-to-back strikeouts for Wirtz to get out of this inning. Two errors conspire to lead Oklahoma Wesleyan to their first run of the game, but Wirtz and the Falcons dodge any further damage. Matty Weiss has been an excellent pitcher in the KCAC for the last few years, so it's not like a charity start by any means, but Smith has the better numbers and more innings pitched this year, but they typically will save her for game two. It's upstairs. And that's been the approach for Sean Woods and the Eagles so far here on the first day of the postseason. His first day with both Smith and Weiss on a postseason team. Half swing. It's in there. Called strike three anyway. Third strikeout for Smith since she's come in as she sends the Falcons down in order for the first time today. Done with four. Friends on top, 5-1. And either way, Oklahoma Wesleyan has runners on the corners, and they are threatening once again. And now they have the middle of the order up with only one out. Deep into the shortstop hole. I mean, Marshall had to reach a ways to her right to field it. Reagan Rector on the ground. That's through the shortstop hole and into left field. Scoring is Baker. Yet another RBI hit this year for Reagan Rector. And Oklahoma Wesleyan pulls within one more. It's 5-2. 1-2 on Dallimore, who's doubled twice and scored twice. Great pitch, dropped into the zone. Strike three looking. Sage Smith has been stellar since she's come in for Oklahoma Wesleyan, and we'll see if her offense can complete the rally. Just over 90 pitches now for Wirtz as we play the seventh. She has been rock solid. About as good as advertised. 2-2 on Huey. Got her reaching. Strike three. 8th strikeout for Wirtz. First out of the seventh. 2 on, 1 away. She's the tying run. Wirtz's pitch. Got her swinging. And Rector cannot find that pitch outside the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts after the first two Eagles reached. And it's up to Jessica Watson. Another everyday starter for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Has played in every game for the Eagles this year. Wirtz starts her off with a strike at the bottom of the zone. Watson is 0 for 3. She has reached on two fielders' choices and then flew into that unconventional double play to end the fifth. Swings away. Line shot out towards right. Making the catch, Montoya. And that ends the game. Oklahoma Wesleyan sends the tying run to the plate in the seventh inning, but all they can manage in this game are two unearned runs off of Riley Wirtz. In her first KCAC tournament start, she goes the distance and leads Friends to a 5-2 win.